There we go. How's everybody doing today? It's about noon on a Friday. Um, there's a Facebook group I'm going to show you. I'll put the link in the description down below. And it's called Current Coins. Let me try to say this right at least. Let's get to the screen. It'll be a whole lot easier. Coin and currency sales and trades. Now, this is a group we started up a couple, 3 years ago to answer some of the problems we've seen on Facebook with all these coin groups and people selling coins. A lot of times you got items being sold, the seller doesn't quite know what it is. The prices are kind of messed up. The coins are kind of messed up. We don't know who the sellers are. There's troubles with the seller and the buyer. Maybe something's paid for and not shipped. You never hear from them again. To answer all these problems, we put together this group so we could vet the sellers beforehand, before they're able to start selling in this group. We got to know who they are. They have to be a U.S. citizen, right? So everybody's shipping internally to the U.S. We need to know, tell us about your shipping practices. What is your return policy? Because without knowing all this, it could be any hustler out there in the world. One problem eBay, for example, has is there's no way to vet the sellers. There's nobody to complain to besides eBay, and all you can do there is report the post. Here, if you mess up, if you screw up, if the seller is anything less than excellent, we can remove them from the group. We can give them warnings. We can talk to them. We give them harshly worded letters, the whole bit. But here we have a way to trust, or at least better trust, these sellers. Here's Tim Rathjen selling some stuff. Yeah, you can bet he's in there for sure. There's a seller you can trust. The prices, the bids don't get excessive. A lot of them start with a very reasonable starting price or auction. A lot of them go for buy it now, a flat rate price, and again, very reasonable, well within the range of the market values. If you're not selling, well, you're not going to get into this. You have to have experience. We need people with experience, and show it to us before you can start to sell on this page. Have you got experience on eBay? Give us the link to your eBay sales page, right? Have you sold in other groups on Facebook? Give us the link there so we can talk to the moderators. We got Chris Rhodes involved here. He knows a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of the moderators of these other groups. So yeah, we're going to track you down and find out. You can offer feedback. This is only for sales, by the way. It's not for, here's my coin. What is it? Can you tell me about, is this a double die? This is for selling coins only. There it is. You can do little short video clips. Here's Tim with a 1964 half dollar with attractive rainbow toning. That was sold. Let's see. Now we do auctions on here, and it's a 24-hour auction, which means after a bid is placed, the timer starts. And if 24 hours pass without another bid, that item is sold. Okay, that's considered sold. And we can check the time date stamps. Let's see. Here's Shannon McCord with a bid on Tim Rathjen's half dollar. And we can look at that and put the mouse over it and show us Wednesday, January 8, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. is when that bid was placed. So 24 hours later, no other bids came in. That item was sold. And it works out pretty well, right? Now the shipper, the person selling the item, needs to ship within a reasonable amount of time. If something doesn't go right, they can contact one of the administrators of the group. Works out pretty well. But geez, it's a chance to have some faith in the sellers. Here's Glenn Stevens. He's a moderator now. He's been involved in the group for a couple of years. Quite trustworthy. You build up a rapport with these folks. Here's Barbara Villapando. What you got today? 90% silver quarters, 1425 times face. Oh, Tim's got a lot of stuff in here. You see Jeff Schumar selling lots of stuff in here. He does quite well with that. There you go. But get in there and check it out. If you're buying coins, it's a great way to have a measure of safety between illegitimate and unscrupulous sellers. And what you want to do with your hobby, with your collection. And we put this in, it's collectors looking out for collectors. We put this whole thing together. Here's Adam Chambers. What's he got? Starting bid of $30, 24-hour rule applies. You got your shipping spelled out, how it's going to be shipped, how much it's going to be to ship it. There you go. And we ask them, how do you package your items? What you got there, Tim? That's a 1912. No, 1915 S. Very fine. You can click on the images, get a bigger shot of it. Geez, that's a pretty decent looking Woody right there. All right. But U.S. coins, currency, just as good. It works out pretty well. We've had scores. We probably got 200 different people that are authorized to sell. Now, before a lot of people are able to sell, we also will vet that particular listing. And if it doesn't meet our standards, and we set a pretty high bar, if their listing does not meet our standards, we don't publish it unless they change it. Works out pretty well. Okay, I'm going to give you the link there. No, I can't do it right now. I got this weird thing. Let's see if I can get to the top here. Okay, because we got a live chat going on to answer questions also. Here's the copy of the link address. I'll go back to the stream and paste this over here. That is the link to the group. Nice wood. Thanks, Amanda. Oh, the coin. Oh, yes, very nice. Okay, this Coin Dragon D, Reese, Jason, Patton, Cuds R Us. There's a few people watching. It is noontime, so a lot of people are working. You know, you can identify the group quite easily. It's the only one that says Coin and Currency Sales and Trades, has this particular image. There we go. And Chris Rhodes brought up, how do we increase the foot traffic? Well, my idea was real simple, just more cowbell. Okay, so this video serves as more cowbell. And you get in there and, well, take a look. See if this is up your alley. It's a good way to find sellers that can be trusted. Okay? You're going to buy the coin, you're going to get the coin. If you don't get the coin, somebody's in trouble. Now, we're not responsible for the sales, for the actual items. It's still between you and the buyer, but we can get on their butts. And for the buyer, of course, you know, we're going to get on the butt of the person, or for the seller, we'll get on the butt of the person who's doing the buying. Make sure you get paid. It's a step up. It's raising the bar. It's a step in the right direction. Well, I'll let you get out of here. I'm going to get back to work and do some things. And if you like this sort of thing, feel free to share this video in your other coin groups, be they on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or wherever your social networks take you. That's a good looking nickel right there. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go, and you all stay groovy, okay? Oh, I got to click it over here. There it is. Are you sure to want to end the stream? And